Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Zazan Afizan. So in this video, we will presenting our work, which is Human Resources Development and Department. So these are the member of our group, which consists of 6 students, and all of us are from the Faculty of Plantation and Agrotechnology. We are all in the same course code, which is 80110. First of all is introduction. Orientation, training and development are crucial for employee onboarding and continuous growth. Next, modern technologies enhance the effectiveness and efficiency of these processes. Next, the Human Resources Development Department in Kota Kinabalu, which is aims to develop and fully utilize the human resource in the state of Sabah. Next, the vision is becoming the leading department in HR development in Sabah by 2035. Then the goal is the skill training programs, new employment, and the entrepreneurship and accreditation service. And the key personnel is the first director, that is Datuk Gabriel William, and the current director is Puan Dayang Nursia binti Haji Awang Duraman. Last one is division of the Human Resource Development Department. First, Technical and Trade Training Institute. 2. Skill Training Sponsorship Division. 3. Management Service Division. 4. Career Service Division. And the last one is Research and Development Division.
Next, I'm going to present the issue that department facing through. First of all, don't have enough money to send employee to various type of training. The department is facing a critical issue of efficient fund to send employee for necessary training. Qualification for department work relies on completing institution provided training. Each employee must undergo specialist training tailored to their desired career progression. Unfortunately, the department cannot afford to send any staff member for training due to high expenses such as transportation and food. This obstacle make it difficult for individuals to obtain suitable training for their future position. Secondly, training not fit with the position. Effective training is crucial for organization, has a chance employees' skill and knowledge, enabling them to excel in their role and contribute to the company overall success. However, a common challenge faced by department is the mismatch between training program and employee position. Despite participation in career-focused training program, the skill and knowledge accurate often do not align with the requirement of their new role after completing COVID-19 and fever. The department facing challenge with employee participation in orientation, training and development program. With the increased emergence of disease, employee weakened immune system make them prone to illness, hindering their attendance in such section. Consequently, employees who miss this program face obstacles in career advancement. While online sessions have been offered as alternative, they are not being as effectively as in-person training. Common systems, including COVID-19 and fever, frequently hinder employee attending training sessions. Difficulty in recruiting new workers. The division faces a major challenge in recruiting new workers due to limited facility and financial resources, allowing only a maximum 20 employees at a time. This leads to a 10 project timeline and insufficient manpower in each division, resulting in an overwhelming workload for employees. That's all from me. Thank you.
Next one is factors that interfere with the department's training, orientation and development. Department can't send employees to go to training. This cause of lack of training or financial in the workplace. As an employee, must have a legal duty under the Health and Safety at Work Act 1974 to give the staff with the appropriate information, instruction, training, and supervision to guarantee, as far as is reasonable, feasible, the health and safety of your employees at work. If ignore this obligation, the company may face legal consequences, an increase in workplace accidents, worse worker morale, and an increase in staff absenteeism. Due to the problem, certain companies have implemented restricted employment, which refer to the practice of hiring someone for a specific, pre-established period of time. This phrase may relatable to the duration of a project, or it may refer to a particular day on the calendar. An employee who is hired under a contract that will expire is referred to as having a limited term employment contract. This is in contrast to a typical employee who signs an indefinite employment contract and will continue to be employed for the foreseeable future. After that, the worker was hired for the incorrect position, which is the position that they are holding this moment. The capabilities of the employee do not meet the requirement of the job, which require a higher level of skill and more specialized ability. During the training, the employee is transferred to a different division with the incorrect position, since the division that was scrapped through the training is already at capacity. This occurs due to the fact that the division was already full. In conclusion, the business rehired the worker who had been laid off due to the COVID-19 outbreak so that they may complete their training. Training must be offered to employees during their regularly scheduled work hour and at no additional cost to the worker. Training is required for workers who are mandated to use personal protective equipment.
Next, we look into the impact that lead to the issue of orientation, training, and development. The first issue is lack of financial resources. The impact of lack of financial resources on individuals are hindered ability to secure employment and pursue career opportunities. The second impact on individuals is in limited access to transportation for attending training programs and development opportunities. For the impact on organization, it's slower professional growth for employees and reduced productivity and limited innovation. The second issue is training not fit with the position. The impact of training not fit with the position on individuals are reduced performance and job satisfaction and inability to apply skill effectively in the job. For the impact on organization, there are two, which is decreased productivity and job dissatisfaction and longer adjustment period for employees in new roles. The third issue is adaptation to virtual learning related to COVID-19. The impact of adaptation to virtual learning on the individuals, distraction and limitation in home learning environments. The second impact is compromised quality of learning experience and limited emissions. For the impact on organization, there are two, which is potential decrease in focus and uninterrupted learning, and impair engagement and concentration of participants. The next issue is limited hiring and stagnant job market. The impact of limited hiring and stagnant job market on individual reduced job opportunities and career growth prospect. The next impact is potential financial insecurity and limited professional development. The impact of limited hiring and stagnant job market on organization. There are two, which is decreased productivity and limited talent pool. And the second one is hindered innovation and adaptability to market changes.
So now we move on to the solution. The way to solve this first problem is with the help of the employer itself, which is to create a training workshop near where the trainees live to make them easier to attend the training section due to that the employer is unable to send employees to the training site. This is because to the lack of fund phase and the remote training location. Next, for the second problem, the employer should be mindful of what the training are interested in and learn so that they can adapt to the work to be given, as well as by creating special training workshop for each scope of work on the trainees to solve the unable trainers adapt to the work given. For the third problem is due to the pandemic COVID-19. Well, then the solution for this issue is by making the training section split into two sections. For example, with the employer or staff having to train in 40 trainees, thus the employer make the first session with 20 people and the second session with 20 more people, or by performing a standard operational procedure which is better known as SOP. Therefore, the way to solve the last problem is that the employer need to make advertisement to the nearest community to attract them, as well as by reducing the characteristic that needs to be taken from the employees to make it easier. Well then, we go to the recommendation for the first issue is I will recommend to the offer financial assistance for employees to access training programs and organize alternative learning methods such as online courses or webinar that more affordable or even free of charge. Secondly, for the second problem is to adopt flowing way to solve this issue by conducting through needs assessment can help identify specific skill and knowledge gaps between different job roles. Thirdly, for the COVID-19 problem, I'll more recommend to developing guideline or best practice for participants to create a conducive learning environment at home is essential. Encouraging participants to find a quiet and dedicated space for attending virtual seminar and providing clear communication regarding expectation, schedule, and technical requirement will assure a smooth virtual learning experience. And for the last problem is organization can implement the following measures by fostering a culture of internal mobility and growth within the organization can offer current employees opportunity for advancement and the acquisition of new responsibility.
The analysis for the solution for this company is about advantage and disadvantage. Firstly is create a training workshop here where the trainees work. The advantage for this company is it will allow our trainees and firm to hold their workshop seminar at least expense workshop held close to the workplace, decrease or eliminate the need for additional transportation and lodging costs. This is especially useful when the workshop has numerous sessions or lasts several days. It also has a lower influence on employee productivity because they are away from their usual job obligation for this time. The proximity of the office and workshop provides for quick access and save employees time. They do not need to drive vast distance or deal with severe traffic in order to attend the training. This simplicity of use boosts participation rates and assures optimal staff engagement. For the disadvantage for this company is, first and foremost, you will have limited environmental change, as conducting the workshop close to the office may not give participants a change of scenery or a break from their daily routine. A lack of change in one's surroundings can often lead to a loss of motivation or interest, because putting the session near the workplace may limit exposure to great points, creativity, and innovation may suffer. Secondly is for the solution for this analysis is give the position that trainees interested or creating special workshop for each scope of work. The advantage for these companies is should assign trainees to roles that are appropriate for their abilities, create specialized workshop for focused skill development if a suitable pool is not available. These seminars concentrate on specific job schools or job scope, giving training, practice, and feedback for optimal skill development in those areas. Disadvantage in this company is when the opposed to generic training programs, the company incurs considerable expenditure for producing and delivering specialized workshops, including customized materials, hiring specialized instruction and resource. Individual workshop may need additional funding. The third, for the analysis conclusion, for the solution. Third, for analysis for company solution is divide the training session into two sessions. In advantage for this company, due to the present pandemic, this strategy can prevent the spread of COVID-19 infection while maintaining training health. Aside from that, because there will only be a limited number of trainees for the one session, the staff will be easy to arrange. But the disadvantage of this company is since the session contains two sessions, the person who will teach the trainees will become fatigued if they teach two sessions at the same time, and the time is spent to ensure that the training session runs well. Aside from that, the cost of producing these two sessions might be rather high in order to pay for the labor of the personnel as well as the necessities during the teaching session. Finally, for this analysis for the solution is the making advertising for the public community. The advantage for this company for making advertising for the public communities is in case of the final alternative, because the department advertise in this community, it can expand the involvement of member in the scope of the project who is available in the department, and it may also help to minimize the number of employed people in our area. Furthermore, the department is easy to discover young 12 people who are interested in the scope of work as well as those who have high capabilities in scope of work to be taken. And this advantage for this company is also require the use of a lot of staff and a lot of money to perfect this advertising. This could further require the department finance to continue the advertising smoothly. And during the pandemic is launching in advertising session, the SOP can be properly controlled and can be used if the relevant rules.